I'd be down, but I think, let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
Agent select, I've had a sneak peek, look at that.
Okay.
The Pancada Harbor coming out here.
All right, man.
Did you think anyone was going to be playing New Harbor? I did not.
I did not.
I'll be honest with you.
In wait, Kawazine looking to see if he can reinforce it, but overwhelmed. That is way too many players to contest with. Instant with the call out though, and it's just flipped him on its head. Loud of no chances. No time to react here, but still Darker will do his best and more.
Oh, that's an astonishing 3K.
Me.
And Oxy zipping over the top. Oh, they decided not to go for that light speed.
Hold on, Hinder into the corner. That's the spike drop down. Hold on. You're going to try and push these players back now. Weaponry advantage is there, but this is messy stuff still. The bodies line up, and they all come toppling down.
It's a lot of damage done, and it did look very scary, but Loud mop it up.
Directed over towards the side. That's where the brunt of the aggression is coming through now. TP forwards again. But this is fixed. Looking to see if he can really just shut this one down. I mean, he dominates the smoke, returns the fire straight back around, hearing that one, but Luke Show, potential to get activated, shut down anyway. Oxy was quick on it. He's there with a trade, off angle of Vic, still.
Spike down A.
Worse for the wear, but alive, nevertheless. And his team rapidly reinforcing over towards A when they hear that spike drop down. Pancada knows he has no chances here, just needs to keep the gun.
10 seconds left.
What a round from Vic. What a hero player for C9. And a good read on how Loud are going to want to run their exec. Pancada just lets the time expire. Presumably going to look to hold on to the gun as well.
Do some damage.
C9 are waiting for the exec, and Loud are waiting for that fault line repush into A main.
Oh, see, there it is. Hold on, fight. It's explosive. Before you barely know what's going on.
Walking into a high-low there is always going to favor C9 to get one. And Luxio has just not been offered anything over towards B.
No.
He needs a teammate to break this trip so that he can hold the angle. This is really difficult to do on your own.
As soon as he gets activated, there's going to be the swing from Penny. He might even see
30
it.
seconds left.
Potential's there. Oh, he's just landed it still.
What a read.
Trip. It's going to be going off here. There's a chance to really enter your way back in. Up through mid. There's also lurks occurring. There's a chance here for Loud. Plant down. Cosmic Divide. Gives him that peace of mind. Pancada as well. He's holding back the Horde. He's looking to see if he can do it all himself. But that blind, that flash in his face, Zelsis chomping at the bit to get a hold of that kill. Pancada cleared up. No more question marks. It's a 2v3. Cloud9 surely favored. Loud are the ones that need to step up in a spot like this, and a Cosmic Divide of their own. Another blind, perfect as it is. Blind as anything. Kawazine cleaned up and traded. And towards the back of the site, Darker's got to do it all, but there's nowhere to run from that ultimate. Not whatsoever. The Rolling Thunder will catch and claim him. Looking to just hold this one back. Verdi's making a whole lot of noise and ruckus for Penny. He knows that mid is compromised. It's going to be communicated, at least from him.
Pancada is trying to bait Luke Show, and Penny is so aware.
He's locked on that angle. Not letting anything get past him here. You do not want to be stepping into this one. Vic is trying to create a gulag of his own there, straight into that smoke, but dropped off anyway. Quick sheriff shot to the head. The judge is no more, but Zephyr forwards, revealed! Spray control is connecting the dots!
God, that's a bold play for Zephyr on an anti-eco to step forwards. You know, Loud doesn't know that Cloud9 have full pushed out B here because they weren't running a default at the start of the round.
Might have seen the deep dart to give it away, but that's going to be Dimensional Drift anyway. Verdi trying to gain some of that ground. Luke Show locked onto one of the angles here. Vic is just trying to lie in wait, but spotted out. Pinged. Just trying to hold on towards the back of that side. It's pretty essential here for the Cloud9 game plan. Spam goes both ways though. Makes it hurt here for Verdi.
Recovering it.
Stars drop down. It's going to be tough in a retake, especially when Kawazine is working with that ultimate. Oxy threatening. He could be onto the flank there, making a lot of noise in the process.
I think Pancada's heard that he's gone back to the rest of the team.
And now that's that Hunter's Theory as well. See when that hit is just attempting to come through. Vic had nowhere to really run from that spot. It's a good proactive ult. Dark is still holding it all down towards the back of the site. Celsius and Oxy now left in a 2v3, but already the positioning's the rolling retreat. Loud back, safely entrenched. Hold on, that stun could have been everything. Luke Show just covers them all. Headhunter in his hands. It's a three-piece in a round for him. Potential here, what's going on? That dash primed, Oxy sees it, it's going for the hinder. What a shot by Pancada!
You have to hit him before he goes through the refract, right? Otherwise, he's just lobbed a slow orb straight into your lap.
Yeah.
But it's very all in there for Oxy. He's got to rely on his movement to bail him out.
That is crazy by Pancada. I mean, that entire play, Oxy, goal achieved. A main control still maintained here by Loud, and they're going into phase 2 of it, but bodies are home. Cloud9 never really gave this one up. Vic, tucked tight, close quarters is where he really thrives, especially with a supplementary util. It's that long-range fault line. Zelsis was not going to leave him high and dry.
And the spike is just out in the open.
Yeah. Really difficult position to be in. Zelsis contact court. And there's a swing. Penny and Zephyr combine their might. They get that 1-round lead so far. This tightly contested so far on Abyss between these two teams. Looking to just disrespect util that comes his way. That is a crazy smoke with the angle, but it's almost like Verdi does expect it. Stun popped off. There's a connection. Darker was just left high and dry. Kawazine looking to reclaim some of that space, and he wrangles control, at least with the stinger in hand, but Penny is still another layer of defense alongside Zephyr. And there it is. Just muscle memory kicking in. Didn't need to dodge the flash there. Swings into them anyway. Funny to see it.
That's such a funny clip.
Disrespecting it.
Constantly healed back up to 100 HP as well. It is a really good ult.
Fault line, another play to be made here. Hello. There it is. Diversion pass. Seeing if they can really get a move on. Oh, those players weren't quite caught. Exchange the weaponry. It's a 1-for-1, and Cloud9 are going to be happy that they really even just got that.
And this, Penny can play for one and teleport out, but he loses.
That's a bad fight to be taken there. Zephyr is fast with the trade. Cosmic Divide. He's worried about that mid control. It was compromised to the middle section of this round, so he does have to clear it. Open side though for Loud now, 3v3. Best position they've been placed in a long while.
It definitely is, but it's not the world's greatest plant. You know, it's not super open. Luxia forced to play pretty aggro here. Are you fairly happy with that as Chamber?
Yeah, very aggro. Just within range of the TP here. Fault line online. No connection though. Hold on, just the threat of these players swinging. That's a respectful TP. Out towards the back. Pancada spotted. 2 bullets to the dome. Luxio left into the 1v1. It's all on his shoulders. What a delivery.
God, he's good. And Loud need him. Picks up the op towards the end as well.
Sharp shooter. Oxy. Go around and bullet to the chest for Verti. He's no more.
He will not have been expecting that. Mid is being held quite passively, and Luxia does fall. Loses the op 1v1 this time.
It's a big pick-off. That could have been a backup option to drift back into the A hit with Luxio inserted over towards A main. Now your options are running a bit dry. Locked out a B. 40 seconds left roughly to work with here, but this is all thoroughly locked down. Celsius taking contact. Smoke dissipates. His position is noted as an awkward place to be taking a fight, but Penny on the off angle. It's a bullet to the chest. Slow down. Kawazine just locks in.
Zelsis just has to play to survive here. Tried to tie them up for as long as possible.
If he even can. His position again noted. Playing around their own wall. There's time running short here. Loud have got to try and get this plan down safely, but Zelsis is like a fox in the pen right now. This guy, he's hounding them still. Shut down. Kawazine, make sure to get a handle onto it. Threaded his flank coming through. Kawazine is doing a ton of damage before eventually taken out. Brings it to the 2v2. Oxy and Vic, another ult online. Orbitus, at least that Cosmic Divide. Enough to split it up. Double-faced. Pancada drifting in and out, dancing around the bullets. Not a clue at all. Luxio is inserted, and look at this guy now. Backstabbing him, rifle in hand, just poking out towards the side. This is chaos and anarchy. It's Cloud9 losing control and sight of where this round was going.
But at the same time, they are never going to expect that Zelsis is at cliff. I mean, is this guy going to be able to do anything?
Can you even do anything from this spot? I mean, listen, Verdi's low, drop down, it's damage done. He's only got the Bulldog though, and what do you do from this spot? Fault line, potentially reinserting himself, but it's all cleaned up in the end. Loud, ready for it. Now they're the ones taking control. Looking at those ultimates here. Dimensional Drift can be used to clear a path. Safe passage in, perhaps, but that's a reveal into the back. Hunter's Fury, making it awkward. Vic couldn't sit still. Luke Shaw was able to claim all that space off the back of it here. You do not want to push through your own high tide, I'll tell you that much. Slowed down, Oxy was watching it.
Spike planted.
Harbor ult just to be able to take heaven control.
Reckoning, pushing him away. But there's a lot of ults expended, and Cloud9 are still weathering this storm. And Hunter's Fury of their own was lying in wait. Rolling Thunder! Luke Shaw and Pancada, what is all that? In the midst of all of it, man. It's like clay pigeon shooting Zephyr. Running rings around him, hopping around. But listen, it was complete control for Loud. 7-5 is the finish. Keep your eyes on Luke Shaw here, but strong start to the pistol round. Round 13 out, shots exchanged. Cloud9 not messing around here. It's a rumble, and now that double dash, there's nowhere to run from. That one still, Oxy will respect it. Zephyr's going to be played in off the back of it, but Verdi was able to claim a kill regardless before he got the hell out. Still, his bodies are toppling here, and it's a strange place to have that engagement. Darker just trying to hold on to some of this ground. Plant going down.
It's a good plant position as well. Zephyr might struggle to extract himself from this spot, but Vic can play it in the post.
Drone might clear him unless somebody ends up breaking it. It's a tag. Gonna have to go back to Cliffside here, but these shots are rattled. That's one to the dome. Darker not going down as a result of it. Zephyr, 45 health now. And the Dream left in that 1v2, but still very much winnable. Just has to play his cards right. Spot like this, position here. Players are seen, but noted on both sides here. And listen, he's weak as anything. We'll go down to it. Dart up and overhead. Big reveal, sticking towards it. Dart was broken. What are those shots? Time! It's half earned onto that defuse, so it's in their hands. Loud are able to just storm ahead. It's on the eco. See what they can get done. Maybe even a plant if they're lucky. Double dash in, fault line forwards. It is anarchy here towards the back, but withering and the storm trying to hold it all the way down. Luke Shaw and Darker, they do their best. Darker might fall because of it, but Luke Shaw surely has bought enough time at this point. Oh my God, ew. Don't worry, that wasn't corn cam.
Yeah.
It's been pretty stellar.
It's a weird harbor wall coming through. It just segments two of the players.
Let's
Push
them
deep.
into backside though. That's the thing here. Loud can start to flood in.
I don't think Oxy Penny will let him in.
We'll see what they can do here. There's a lot of utilities going to be dropped down in their laps. The Hunter's Fury as well to really help them out. They were in a pickle. They were in a bind. But Oxy, oh my, that is sharp, man. Sets him up to 124, whatever it might be. Space rapidly taken. That fault line as well is picture perfect again. That's done towards the back, but Oxy forced to just refract back and away. Slow field. Making it awkward for the team to really get a foothold into this one. But Penny's got walkabouts. Lovely read. Hopping up towards the top. That's a big reveal and a hinder on top of it. Oxy willing to go the extra mile for kills like this.
Loud, do not fancy going down onto an eco. Vic trying to punish. They've got the money to hunt for these kills.
It's pretty essential that Loud hold on to them.
Absolutely.
They're all grouped up though, and Abyss, it's a big map.
But Loud are going to have to adjust something. You know, the utility is really good at being able to push the chamber away. And you don't... You know, we've been talking a lot about the initiators getting nerfed, right? And so...
The drone's going to be clearing. Again, that due diligence just in case Luke Shaw was playing there. Now we see it, ult popped off, but clearance off onto that one angle. Verti plays around it for a second, gets his team back in. With a pick like that, it could be much better off. Verti's not stopping, not anytime soon. Vic steps up to the challenge anyway. Penny off by his side. Dividing and slicing up most of the site in the process. They have brought it to that 3 versus 3.
Kawanzin already used his recon, so this plant's going to go down fairly uncontested here if Vic commits to it. And he might have waited too long.
Yeah, he was, I think, trying to pull out some of that util, but trying to hold this one down. What a shot by Luke Shaw.
God, he's so good.
Only got the headhunter to work with, and the shot's just going wide. Penny matters into his own hands. Looking to hold it down, but that is a gate crash that's going to be working its way out. What a shot, still overstaying himself. Really feeling like they need to fight over A main control.
Yeah, they forced out of that. All of that utility has been forced before Cloud9 get to the A site. But they just walk in.
They just walk in, disrespecting it.
I don't know that Kawanzin has the read on this either. Ah, maybe they do.
Deep wall.
The wall from Pancada indicates it. They might have some idea.
Luke Shaw's holding it as well with that tour de force, surely. You've got to think that he's got it. Yes, slow field makes it even more awkward for Zelsis. No attempt of a follow-up. Any semblance of a trade. And yeah, watch 4 up into heaven. Good time to fight back here. Drone in your face, tagged up, running and gunning. You can do not much from that spot here. So Loud make a good adjustment, in my opinion. Next wave of things here. As ult popped off onto either side. Cosmic Divide, Dimensional Drift looking to clear most of the way. Zelsis knows that there's players perhaps encroaching upon that territory, going for it. That's a crazy swing. Just traded out. They know that there's players onto the flank. It's Cloud9's job now. No hesitation. They push forwards. They realize they've got to lay claim to most of this space where the flank is compromised. They do so with glee, but the spike is not planted for them. Job's not finished here, but players are just wading right out into the open. As the smokes fade away, Penny is just dominating, decimating the opposition. Luke Show trying to run rings around them now. It's just one player though, one man, what can he do? Tap, forcing out the util up towards the rope. Penny locks in, hones in on the angle.
Great read from Zelsis.
Birdie, the only player really to be dangerous. He's got a Guardian in his hand. The rest of his team working with really just the pistols. Blind in your face. This is getting awkward. And now Rolling Thunder is feeling a bit dicey. That's going to relieve some of the pressure for these Cloud9 players up onto the site, especially when they've lost a few players in these trades. Okay, eventually toppling and going away of Cloud9. It's Vic locking this one down. Oxy twisting and turning, looking for the appropriate sight lines and angles. And Pancada, no choice but to just give his life away to the spike here. Doesn't want to feed the beast, and the ultimates keep them moving.
Yeah, C9's comp looks really dangerous when the ults are online. So you want to try to minimize that as much as you possibly can. Loud, despite double pistol, have lost their grip here on Abyss.
Drone, he hears it. Double dash forwards onto Oxy. What is that? Up towards the high ground. No one watching for it. Luke Show has got free reign at the site, and with that high tide, ripped his way across. Buying space. Availability for the rest of Loud to get involved into the action. Stalemate. Called for shock darts raining down in through the back, and a fight to be taken off the back of that flash. Vic sidestepping, but from on high, Verti is willing to seal it up. Ready to hold it back. Loud had the right adjustments towards it. Now it's a Hunter's Fury alongside that pole line. This time Oxy not giving up his life. Did get revealed. Straight through the box. There's bullets though raining down, and he's got a sidestep dodge. Oh, this util is going his way. Ultimate going onto the wayside, and Vic, in the midst of all of that chaos, made it feel like the hit.
Yeah, and this is the conditioning. C9 have been 5-person grouping.
A lot of damage done to Darker. Playing at close quarters here. Blind up and over towards the top here. Saturated alongside of it as that smoke dissipates the recall. Still, it's ground gained. Oxy is the one to lead the charge for his team. Sidestepping, but does he expect it? Not quite. Oxy jumping around like the A-site. It's a jungle gym. Luke Show left to do it again. All on his lonesome in a 1v3. Head barely spotted, but just missing that chance. Cloud9 draw it level. Hops into the back of the site. Will let his team take ground forwards. Penny is relentless. Running them down while gunning. Heaven still an open sight line. Attention was diverted. Loud are still able to potentially hold on to this when it just comes down to the gunfights. And are they expecting it? Are they expecting it? Not at all. Vic shuts it down all the way into their spawn. There's plenty more where that came from.
It's just been on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah.
This is the guy that's been doing the most for Loud, and he hasn't been even offered an opportunity to play the game. He's got 27 kills, but if they can't activate him, what does it matter?
Moving a bit differently here.
Yeah, this is super different.
Cosmic Divide.
A fake into a mid-push.
Safe plan. Perhaps Oxy commits to it. He didn't have to worry about the sidelines and the bullet traces. He can follow them and lead it all the way home.
This was supposed to be the fake.
2 wrapped out. Oxy wasn't supposed to get all this done. Pancada finally shuts him down, but look at the space it's opened up.
Zelsis has bent their brains in the final round here. Luxia full pushed out B. Thought for sure they were committing A. Runs straight into Penny, and the spike is planted on the opposite side of the map. Pancada's brain rattling around inside his skull, trying to make sense of what is going on here.
2v4 for them. They have no real information. It's Dimensional Drift is going to have to really use this one. Clear most of the way. Give them peace of mind, but You need more where that's from. It's going to be fading away. Gives him access towards the back of the side again, but there are so many layers to remove here. Peel back away from Cloud9 for them. It's an inevitability. They've locked this one down. The spike is ticking. Time pressure mounting. Smokes in your face. A tap to pull out. The pull, but it matters not. It's the IGL Zelsis. Sealing it up and closing down shop. 13-11 for their opening match of 2026.